My name is Rhapsody, welcome back to Disco Elysium. Alright, let's continue to investigate this area. There's some footprint, no, those are my own footprints, that makes sense. It's getting louder, the buzzing sound. I mean, we're probably not that far from the church at this point, right? Also, something popped up on my head for a millisecond, there we are. It feels strange. A concrete pipe buried in sand and dust. 40 real and another 115 cents. There we go, never mind. Fixed it in the end. Gotta go back around to do this inspection because of course I do. I mean, if I'm still getting money here, is there more? I thought this was like leading up to the final confrontation end of the game, but maybe we're just entering the final act. There's something in the air, an unnatural buzzing. The tunnel collapsed. We'll have to find another way around. Oh, it's gonna be real difficult. It's not like I already discovered it. Alright. It's up here. Just keep hitting that. Whoa! What the? Ruby the Instigator. Suddenly your entire body is paralyzed. Aggressive white noise fills your skull. A strange pain like you've never felt before. The static overcomes you. The darkness takes over and you feel yourself slipping into an unknown mute state. Oh, it's death. This is the end. Cop dies under the boardwalk. An officer of the RCM hot on the track of a suspect died yesterday of causes yet to be determined. I told him not to go after the suspect without me, said Lieutenant Kim Kutsuragi, the deceased partner on the case. But it seems like he wanted to play the hero. It's just like him to run straight into the lion's den, fly unzipped and arms wailing, said Satellite Officer Jean Vicmare, friend and colleague of the officer. If I ever saw a man with a death wish. ... Alright, well. My name's been Rhapsody, that's been... No, of course not. I can't fake you out with that. At least I know exactly how far I can go before I die now. So let's get all the orbs that we can. Okay. Loop back around, get the money. And then we'll go back up and try and find a way to get Kim in here. I wonder if that's related to the silence upstairs anyhow. Or somehow rather. I also wonder what the hell was going on with that. But that's for later to figure out. For now, we need to go and meet back up with Kim. Show him our cool Ushanka. I'm sure he'll really appreciate it. Might even want one of his own. We turned Egghead into a communist. Maybe we can turn... I'm just saying. Theoretically possible. Although Kim is very, very self-possessed of his own character, so I imagine not. That's one of the things I love about Kim, though. He's his own man. No morale, put points into volition. Fine on my morale, thank you. Alright, let's telepath back down. Hey, hang on. I don't... Hang on. How do... Uh-oh. Did I doom myself by coming up here? This door isn't accessible, right? No, so I somehow need to find a way out. Uh-oh. Enter the building and let Kim in too. How do I let Kim in? Oh, okay, never mind. There's like a whole door down here. Two rusty metal plates that slide apart form a crude door. It's been a while. Sorry, it's been here under the boardwalk for a while. Who's there? What do you mean, who's there? It's me, Kim. Stop playing around and get this door open. Push the doors open. Hey, Kim. The doors seem to be on rails, but they've gotten jammed. You grab a side and put some strength, into prying it open. With the help of your partner, the two metal panels slide open with a... Huh. I hope no one dangerous heard that. How did you even get here? After you climbed up on the roof, you mean? There's a maintenance entrance under the boardwalk. It's next to a drain pipe, possibly a storm drain. It was easy to miss before. He's quite proud of himself. Maintenance entrance, so pedestrian. I teleport. Yes, it's cool to risk your life climbing rickety ladders. Anyway, let's investigate these passages. I mean, do we do that right now? I think we do that right now. All right, Kim, let's go. Hey, Kim, what do you think of my Ushanka? It's exactly what I thought you'd say about it, Kim. Nothing at all. Oh. There it is again. Like a swarm of hornets buzzing under your scalp. A strange tingling you can almost smell. Lieutenant, do you feel something? No. What do you mean? A pain. A strange tingling. I don't feel it, but... He looks ahead beyond the arch. We should still be careful. There were footprints back there, and I'm pretty sure they were fresh. I saw them too. Footprints... Wait, hang on. Hold on first. Hold on. You really don't feel anything? No. But you're the sensitive one. It's not a quib. The situation is dangerous. I saw them too. Footprints with the right sole worn smooth. Looks like our suspect. If she's in here, we need to plan our next step carefully. What do you mean? He lowers his voice. Once we detain a credible suspect, who knows what the Union and Wild Pines would do? We'll set in motion events we have no control over. You'll upset the balance of power in Martinez. The deadlock between the company and the Union will destabilize. Keep calm. Go over the whole situation in detail. Oh, this does feel like this is... This feels like this is wrapping up. We know Everart's true intentions and his plan for Martinez. What more is there to do with the Union? I don't know. Little things? He pauses, but you're right. We've gotten everything we can from the Union. We even opened that container. You've been very, very thorough there. Your fingers approve. We solved the strike deadlock by telling Joyce about the Union's plans. I still don't think that was a good idea, but yes. Our affairs with Wild Pines I know though, since she isn't in Martinez anymore. Someone's been a very, very busy boy. Good on you. Do you think whatever happens will affect our cryptozoologists? You mean Morel? I don't understand how cryptozoology and the murder investigation are connected, but the situation for the city will get tense for everyone. If it gets that tense, the amateur zoologists might not be able to do their job. That's fine. How bad do you think things will get? Well, we are not responsible for what we can't predict, are we? I don't think the entire city will be razed to the ground. He smiles in the dark. Let's try not to worry, he thinks. If you can't predict it, there's nothing you could have done. What do you think there is waiting for us in there? I think I see a cabin. The lieutenant's whisper echoes down the tunnel. Maybe more cellars? I think we've been careful enough. We still have the element of surprise. I wouldn't be so sure. You haven't exactly been sneaking. Or maybe not. He puts his hand to his holster. Either way, once we go deeper, there will be no turning back. Alright. That's a very, very clear message to me as the player that, hey, this is the last time you get to do anything else in any other part of the game. So, one of the only characters that I have remaining that I want to talk to try and clear stuff up with. Not Gart, not Sylvie. Not Sylvie, sorry, not Classia. Actually, hang on. No, it's down here, dude. Okay. There's Suna's white check that we need to know more about the Pale, but I thought I already learned everything I could from Grace. Joyce. Sorry, Joyce. I don't know how I keep getting that name wrong. I thought I've already learned everything I can from her. But there is one other character in the game who's related to the Pale who still hasn't said anything of importance to me. Or at all. And her name is the Pale Driver. So I figure if there's any possibility I can get Suna's final check to learn about the origin of the 2mm hole in the world, because that sounds real interesting to me, it would be through that. Also, do I have the right tie on? Is that my hideous tie? Yeah, that's my hideous neck tie. Good. It's preparing for the end game, so I still need to leave it on to give it time. It's not around this way, right? So we're completely done with Silang. Actually, we have a decent amount of money as well, so I might buy the We're All Untethered board game. And just a couple other things. That light down there is 700. I don't know what you're really supposed to do there in order to get it, or why you would want it, but... Also, Cindy, I've got to talk to.
Now it's turning into a kind of a snow limbo, man. What's on your mind?
I heard that one of the drivers is a woman, but I don't think she's here. Do you know anything about this lady driver? He shifts around, suddenly uncomfortable, and then looks away. I don't want to talk about that. This guy knows Ruby, no doubt. Just play dumb for now. Get everything out of him you can. Why? Do you know something? What is it? Man, I was hoping it wasn't gonna be her. He bites his lip. All I can say is, she isn't around here anymore. She isn't some evil drug trafficker, and I don't know where she is. Who is she to you? A friend? An acquaintance? I don't know. She was the only person in this damn jam I could talk to. She's someone I don't want to rat out to the law, okay? What does she look like? A youngish woman? Gruff, but in a cool way. What's color hair? Blue and violet? Dyed? He answers reluctantly. It was violet before she got here. Blue before she went. Then she may have dyed it again. Maybe she dyed it red? Titus said Ruby's hair is red. Who is the person? What's her name? Thank God I don't know. People around here call the lady driver. Kept her name her secret. From me too. Now I see why. I asked you who's conducting the drug trade. Now you said you didn't know. Now you're saying you do? I didn't... Man, I told you. I was hoping it wasn't her. That she wouldn't be mixed up in it. He's still hoping. It's not just wishful thinking on his part. Or rather, it is just wishful thinking on his part, not trickery. It's true we would have caught a lie, but a kind heart is tricky. Blech. Emotional rhetoric. He knew something and he didn't want to share it with you, that's a fact. When did she leave? Damn, I don't want it. He looks you straight in the eye. Please, just let it go. Whatever she did, it can't be that bad. She's not a bad person. I know that much. We can't just let it go. It's part of a police investigation. That's how it always is with you, isn't it? All part of the investigation, he shakes his head. The girl's troubled. If you hunt her down, she may not survive it. I can't have that on my conscience. It won't come to that. We won't pursue her on this. This is information only. I don't believe you. You said she's troubled. How? She's got the darkness in her. That young person's darkness when you think it's all over and you're looking for a way out. She shared this with you? Yeah, which is why I don't want to snitch on her. I was told everyone's afraid of her. You're not? I heard the rumors. I heard the other drivers looking at me strange when we talked. And she told me too, that she's had a violent life. But I wasn't afraid of her. More like, for her. Did this violent life include drug trafficking? Well, he sighs. It looks like it did now. But we didn't talk about that. We talked about life, you know? She talked about her mind. Hold on, her mind? The way it worked. The trouble it was giving her. The pain it was causing her. When she left, did she leave her lorry behind? Fuck, man. Go grill someone else with these questions, okay? There are plenty of drivers around here who couldn't stand her. Or were afraid of her. They'd be more than happy to rat her out. He's right, there are other options. The raceman, for one. The grey-haired woman? Maybe she knows something. Wait, this guy says they're friends, then acquaintances? And he's okay with others ratting her out. Push Tommy and it will break his heart and his spirit. Don't expect you to be pals. So you're alright with other people ratting around, you just don't want your hands dirty? Fine. I don't want to be a butcher. I don't want to be a knight either. I just want to be a person who can sleep at night. A little fame wouldn't hurt too, though. Put yourself in my shoes. I need this for another investigation too. It's important. I can't blow it. You're not gonna put a bullet in your head if you blow it, are you? Because she's on the edge, man. I wouldn't be so sure, Tommy. Imagine it. An explosion of stars. Goodbye, world of men, money, and machines. Fine, I'll drop the matter for now. Thank you, friend. He sighs. It's a big sigh of relief. Wow. This makes me feel like I should pick up smoking again. Would help with my rhymes, too. How? Just because smoke has a lot of words it can rhyme with? Joke? Other words, I'm sure. Hey, Raceman, do you have anything to say?
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Fuck off again, but also, I know you've been giving me the runaround. Fess up, where's the lady driver? He smirks. I don't know what you're talking about. First, you knew Silang didn't do it. He did something. He did something. He stole his employer's goods and another lawyer's job. You should be thankful for the tip. He grins with a wide smile. Then why are you smirking? Listen up, fuckweeds. You don't scare me. You cops don't run Revachol West. You don't run Martinet. You don't run anything. So who does? You? No. The lieutenant turns to the lorryman. He means La Putre Madre. A legendary, and not in a good way, crime boss from Jamrock controls what probably is the most powerful organized crime outfit in Revachol West. Looks like Lieutenant has a plan. Let him do this. For a moment, the lorryman is silent. Then he spits on the pavement. Yes, him. Cross your arms and nod. Then I presume you're familiar with his peonies. Yeah. Yeah, he says, unsure where this is leading. They're his little bitches. He's got them all over the unions. Not just the unions. He has peonies everywhere. Some say he even has them in the RCM. He gets closer to him. Dirty fucking peonies who do anything for him. Multi-ethnic drug addicts. The lieutenant adopts a rodentine quality. Be cool, sire. He's getting into this. Say nothing. You're not peonies, he says. You wouldn't be investigating a drug thing if you were. No, of course not. We are not peonies. But if we were, and one of the Madres Ravas was stealing from him, then it's a good peony's job to figure out who that is. He's surprisingly good at this. Not bad at all. Look at him lurching. It's not a hard job. It won't take a long time. It won't make Papa Madre angry. He looks at him. But a stupid fucking racist is standing in the way, protecting this fucking thief. His eyes dart between you and the lieutenant. I'm not scared of you or the mob. I'm under the protection of the Lorrymen and Cutters Guild. You've heard of the corpse in the ceramic armor here? The lieutenant points to him. Did his shitty little guild protect him? No. You wouldn't leave him out there if you... He tries to light a fresh cigarette, but his hands are shaking now. The sentence simply ends. The lieutenant turns and gives you a barely perceptible nod. I've softened him up, as best I can do. Now it's on you to finish the job. I've got so much less for oh, no. Be careful, the man still got some fight in him. By the look of it, it won't be easy to break him. Alright, well, I gotta put all my half-light gear on. I don't think I have that much is the problem. Alright. This is the first time I've actually had a half-light check, though. Okay. There you go, farm gloves. Got the fuck the world jacket on. Anything else? Pretty sure I have one more. Hey, pants for +2. Windbreaker for another +1. That's a solid +4. Whoa, hang on. Half-light. Damn, that felt good. Your heart's pounding nicely. You should tell people to fuck off more often. No, you shouldn't. You're an officer of the law. Fuck yeah, motherfuckers. That's the spirit. Never forget, the whole world's a wooden house and you're a goddamn flamethrower. Let's see what this check is now.
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh?
58. All right. I'll come back to that in just a moment. Before I do that, I'm going to go quickly... Actually, do I have anything lowering my half-life? No. I'm going to also go and quickly buy out the rest of the stock in the store. I'm pretty sure this is like the rest of the stuff I can even buy in the game. Oh, there's also a raincoat in Frites that I can pick up. I'd like Wural. And I'd like Suzerainty. A wholesome family game, sir. Okay. Ooh, I can interact with each. A high pasternal fantastique populaire board game. Illustrated with bucolic vistas and featuring odd-looking humanoid creatures. It's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements module and can't be played without the main game. A civilization building board game where you get to choose a nation and set off to colonize and exploit other cultures. It's a 4X game. A star-shaped note on the box proclaims the game now contains an includes a completely new genocide option. Good lord! Yikes! Yeah, I'm gonna give that a yikes with a capital Y-I-K-E and S, friend. What the heck? And I want the Dick Mullen novel. Of course. She shudders. Such violence and immorality. I mean, enjoy. I don't think there's anything else here for us to buy. But... yeah. Nothing there for us to buy. I'm pretty sure you won't even let us buy these maps. Okay. Through the shelf. Uh-huh. Interesting. Yeah, fine. I'll get out of here. Okay. Peace. Let's, do I even need to go to Frites, though? I don't think I have the ability to really do much there. I've got 5 skill points stacked at the moment. Oh my god, I can push anything right now. Half-Light I can only push once, though, because I can only level it up once. Why? I've got a +4 from items, so that makes sense. Alright, let's go for each of the items first. Let's start with Dick Mullen and the Mistaken Identity. Another Dick Mullen book, woefully misrepresenting the police work. Actually, none of those are just going to randomly increase my half-light, right? So I think maybe I do this check first.
Looking for something, Hunt? Huh? Coming to tell me to fuck off again?
Men like this respect only 2 things, strength and fear. Show me her lorry right fucking now! The lady driver's lorry, where is it? Fuck you! I told you, I'm not gonna... There. His voice grows smaller. As yours. Okay. I'm gonna fuck you for the rest of my life! Can put you in a cell with a oh, yikes! Oh, let's not... No. Let's not use that one. I've been to your lorry. I know where it is. I'm gonna burn it down. What's your name? I'm gonna go... I've been to your fucking lorry. I know where it is. Point to it. I'm gonna burn it down. You hear me? Look. Fuck you, man. He tries to wake you up. It's some lorry down there. Big green bangs up seeing. I don't fucking know who she is. When did she go away? I don't know. I don't even know her name. She just rolls with split and acts like a big shot. Some dyke, probably. I haven't seen her for days. Can we not have you... like, I understand the point they're making in the text with the slurs, but at the same rate, like, real uncomfortable. Where exactly is her lorry? Past the monument down there, way south. There's a green temple. Leave me the fuck alone, okay? A small green temple by the monument. Green. He turns to you. Let's get into la lorry. Looks like you got his adrenaline up too. I'm glad that I managed to do this without getting Tommy to help me. But now that I'm down here, oh, pale driver. I tried to do that before and Kim stopped me, but I don't, it's a new check here, so I think she'll be...
If you want her attention, You may need to be more forceful.
Snap your fingers twice.
Where am I? Who are you?
Like a magician recalling a subject from hypnosis, you've jolted her back to reality. The smile on her face has disappeared, replaced by a wary aspect of a cornered beast. Are you alright, ma'am? You're out.
Never mind. I remember now. I'm still stuck in the traffic jam. In the 50s.
She says with content. Wait, what's so bad about the 50s? Wait, no. Yeah, wait first. Wait, what's so bad about the 50s?
The men have small jaws, and everything is made out of plastic. Why do you need plastic when you can make the world out of amber?
When else would you be then?
Back in Mefke, during the time of the revolution, the sidewalks and coffees are filled with young people. I was on my way to see a new Boydero picture starring Gabriel Buenguerro. Until you come along, that is.
The look she gives you is accusatory. Who's Gabriel Buenguerro?
This is Gabriel Buenguerro.
She shows you a photograph in a lavish amber frame. Take a look. A strikingly handsome man looks back at you. His hair crowned with a wide-brimmed hat. His hair is dark as an oil slick, and his jaw is the most perfectly chiseled thing you've ever seen.
He was the biggest star of his day. Girls used to faint in the aisles of the cinema whenever he came on the screen, and schoolboys used to memorize all his lines.
She leans back, savoring the world she's conjuring up. In all likelihood, it's a world that only ever existed in her mind. So I take it you were in Mesk when you were young?
Someone was.
She nods as though her meaning were perfectly clear. Someone? Are these not your memories?
They are someone's memories, boy. What difference does it make if it's me or not?
She gets gruff suddenly.
They are beautiful. That is all that matters, beautiful and true. And they will win. They are coming for this, you know. All of this.
All of the world? The present? She seems to derive some bitter pleasure from this strange thought, as if the past will one day wipe the present away like a tidal wave approaching. Sorry to interrupt your dreaming, ma'am.
I wasn't dreaming. I was there, low man. It was early spring, and the man behind the black sun had just come out. The posters were 20 meters tall. Everything was golden.
Her eyes narrow as she appears to take your measure.
While you people were tearing each other apart over your petty little revolution. In Mefke, it was a golden age.
The Republic of Mekir is a massive confederation on the Isla of Mundi, the world's largest state by territory. It's a petrostate, a constitutional monarchy, and as of recently, an outcast due to its tilt to the far right. Right. I have some other questions for you. Police questions.
Why not, Herife? It's not like I have anything better to do in this hellhole.
She settles back against the railing of her motor lorry. Behind her, mountains of memorabilia, photos, and knickknacks line the dashboard. Something tells you something's off about this woman. Tell her to show you the soles of her boots. Maybe she was at the hanging somehow. Don't care about that. What are you hauling? Diamonds. Diamonds? Really? Of course not. She says, grinning. But it would be but wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? I can't do her accent, so I'm just gonna do like a low kind of like French. But wouldn't it be marvelous if I was? Okay, but what are you really hauling? She shrugs. Whatever stupid things they put in the lorry, I just imagine. So you don't know what you're hauling in your own lorry? I quit concerning myself with that a long time ago. She says with a careless smile. Besides, I don't drive lorry for the cargo, if you know what I mean. I don't think I do know what you mean. Of course you don't. I still don't understand this whole Gabriel Buenguerro thing. Of course not. To really understand the Boydero, you need to listen to On the Western Plain. A Boydero, Bois for short, is a cowherder from upstream Magritte, the great steppes of northern Mecca. People like Manana at the gates have turned it into an ideology of sorts. Okay, what's that? It's an old ballad about a young woman who falls in love with a daring Boydero. He promises to marry her once he returns from the Western Plain. I'm guessing that doesn't happen? Of course not. The Boydero returns from the Western Plain a changed man. One night, as he and his beloved were out walking on the river Magritte, she begs with him to give up riding and settle down. I think I see where this is going. So the Boydero strangles his beloved and throws her body in the Magritte. Then he runs off. Because the Western Plain is calling to him. That's not where I thought that was going. You have to understand. A true boydero needs a whole horizon by himself. He can't be tied down by a man or woman. His beloved was selfish. She didn't know what it meant to love a boydero. What if to truly love a boydero is to float lifeless downstream? Before I came, you seemed away. She's just a distracted old woman. We should maybe let her get back to her things. So he doesn't think she's the smuggler? You hear that, Lawman? I don't think your partner likes you spending too much time with me. Wait, why is that, Lieutenant? Nothing. I just don't think she's connected to anything. He doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here. Something unconnected to the case. But connected to this woman turning out like this. Tuning out like that, rather, sorry. Should you drive a lorry if you get like that? Oh, don't worry about me. I'm one of the best camioneers around. I drive routes no one else will. What routes? Lomonosov's land. Urachnya, Zemlya, and the Western Plain. She nods and closes her eyes again, letting her mind submerge. The Transkatla Malgristal, the U-41A, as Estradas do Mirador, all the good ones. The deep trenches where the bluebirds fly. She opens her eyes again and shudders. Cool, right until you dust, sister. She breathes out, I already am dust. You seem like a woman who knows a thing or two about drugs. What? What do I need drugs for, Lord Man? What I see, what I feel, the great adversary, no drugs can compare. The adversary? Yes, there is a protagonista. She gestures the intersection, and an adversario. I am on the side of the adversary. There's no coming back from that hole. Those epithets are somehow familiar. The great adversary and the great unrest. I don't like the sounds of that. Sounds like some horrible drug, the worst one of them all. Where would I get my hands on an experience like that? I don't know. If you don't know, pfft. She flicks her wrist in a gesture of casual dismissal. What is it you're holding exactly? Your mare, Lordman. What's of it? Okay, let me put this another way. Are you smuggling drugs through Terminal B? Her shoulder bones crack as she shrugs. Maybe. Probably not. Makes no difference to me either way. You said earlier you don't know what cargo you're hauling. Could it be drugs? Just this month, I made a half-dozen trips to Samariza and Grad and the U-41A. What do you think they take from Samariza to Grad, Lordman? I don't know, that's why I'm asking you. It's diamonds, Lordman. Obviously. She grins. Damn this. Make her answer. If you had to guess, who do you think is smuggling drugs around here? Easy. It's a skinny man who thinks he's a poet. Never trust a poet. She squints across the square. Also, he's the only one I can see from here. That is correct. There's no visibility of the others. Okay, if you're not involved with the drug trafficking, then why are you still waiting here? Where do you want me to go? This isn't so bad. I can listen to the music or the seagulls. Look at all the colors and the features of this world. It's a good palate cleanser, this Champoy. Or I could just relax and let my mind carry me back where it will. To the Great Plains. I think we're done here, no? He closes his notebook to stress it. Show me the soles of your boots. Now what do you want to see on old woman's boots for, Zifra? It's for important police business, ma'am. She raises her boots slowly with contempt and says, I'm starting to think you should let me get back to Gabriel Buenguero. You'll know Gabriel. She's wearing sturdy worker's boots made of black leather. Buckles run across. The sole is also made of leather. Now the other one, please. Just before Gabriel, it was the coronation of Franco Negro. Now there was a real man. There is no aberration in the pattern that you can see. She puts her foot down. Moreover, the boots were size 37, tiny. There are too many discrepancies in all of this. Another discrepancy, although not boot related, is the coronation of His Innocence Franco Negro, which happened 500 years ago. Wait, what do you mean it was the coronation of Franco Negro? It was. She shrugs. And then it was no more. And then I was no longer holding my father's hands. He was no longer descending the stair in Grael. The crowd had gone silent. Perhaps it was another Zifra who came and woke me up, looking at my boots, asking questions. Or perhaps it was another one of the others in this carnival. I don't remember. As she says carnival, she gestures towards the empty square with the statue and the machines. She's not on Soul. These are not the boots that made the prince. He takes a quick note. I could have told you just from looking at them. Her size is 37. The feet of a little girl. She smiles. They fit well on pedals. Thank you for now. Yes. Enough jamboree. I need to get back to Mask. Her voice trails off. Is that like everything we can do?
Lowman, you caught me at an opportune moment. This awful weather keeps me awake. You can entertain me with your questions.
See, this is the line that makes Kim nervous. Doesn't want your frail mind caught up in something here, something unconnected to the case. Should you drive a lorry if you get like that? I'm something of an expert in blacking out. You should take better care of yourself. She looks you over and scoffs. You're right, man. I'm the one who should take my health more seriously. Thanks for looking out for me. A correct appraisal. You're quite shabby. Is that all you woke me up to say? That? You know a thing or two about drugs? It's not really what I was getting at. What were you getting at? I just wanted to ask if you'd be interested in smuggling some drugs. Why would I want to do that? For commerce? No. I don't know. The thrill of the criminal lifestyle? Well, I mean, what in the name of God are you talking about? Fine, let's change the subject. Yeah? Alright. Peace? This is the one that we've got to check out. Abandoned lorry. This green farm A to Z contemporain is parked in the shadow of the ruins looming overhead. It's seen better days. This must be the one he told me about. Unless he was lying. The lieutenant peeks inside. Try and peek in the window. The glass on the side windows is tinted and covered with dust. You can barely make out the shape of a seat and two steering levers. Posters cover the small windows in the back. You can't make out what's on them. It feels like you're peeking into someone's home residence. Inside is private. Cozy. Warm. Dusty, too. Let's try the door handle. The door is locked. The handle looks shiny. Like it's been recently replaced. How are we going to get this open, Kim? Use the pry bar to smash the window. Open it from the inside. Really? This has been hard enough. No need to make it any harder. Okay, so that's the pry bar. Pry bar, pry bar, pry bar. That one. Still low chance. Alright, let's put on a physical instrument kit. Pretty sure I only have like 2 pieces of physical instrument though. Again, I really wish I could sort these. It's the thing I am going to mention every single time. That's -2 to physical instrument, yeah. Wait, no, the tank top and the t-shirt are the same slot. Pain threshold, that's not physical instrument. Yeah, I got a solid +1 to it. Pry bar in hand, you take a hard swing at the window. A loud thunk rings out as the pry bar bounces back, leaving a tiny spider web on the glass. Looks like the window might have been shatterproof. You may have to rethink your approach. The window appears to be shatterproof? No, it's not shatterproof. Give me that. He takes the pry bar back from you and gestures for you to stand back. Then, with little warning, he smashes it into the window. Droplets of glass fly everywhere, shattering over the lorry floor and pavement. You can just reach in now. Nice. He nods and gives you the tool back. It went better than I expected. Open it from the inside. Open the door. The smell of cigarettes and perfume welcomes you. The cabin inside is plastered with old movie posters. Actresses smile from the walls. There's a radio transmitter in the front seat and a toolbox tucked under the driver's seat. Some tools lie scattered near the pedals. There's something odd about the passenger's seat. The seating fabric has been pulled tight over the lower side where of the seat where the toolbox should be. Admire the posters. These are movie posters featuring starlets from long-forgotten films. from the 20s, the teens, even the 90s of the last century. One of them particularly catches your eye, a centerfold of an ingenue attached right above the back seat. There's definitely perfume in the air. It's spicy, with a hint of ambrette, wafting through the bitter air of the cabin. Stop and wonder, what's that smell? The remnants of a sweet juniper-scented perfume, probably granite number 5. Study the centerfold. The actress is draped in a sheath dress, one of her shoulders bared. The faded remains of the autograph run across the poster. She's looking past the camera. A feeling of tenderness washes over you, a longing, perhaps, and a gentle tragedy. This is Tipa Tillon, a starlet from the dawn of cinematography, less known for her talent than her tragic, untimely death. What happened to her? She wasted away in a drug den called the Door to the River, not far from here on Boogie Street. A mixture of cocaine and morphine. She was afraid of the world. And the camera, too. Enough of the posters. The actresses, and the rare actor, all smile you a warm goodbye. A radio transmitter is attached to the dashboard, and a toolbox sits under the driver's seat. Examine the radio. Looks like the frequency dial is absent. It requires a key to work, but the key's been removed, likely by the missing lady driver. Kim leans closer to the radio and hums. Strange. There are so many radio stations saved here. Must be over 100 at least. Why would anyone need so many radio stations? For contacting an entire fleet of lorrymen, for example? He flicks the switch on the radio. This is all shortwave, UW and UKV. Looks like we're dealing with an impressive organizational tool. This huge the nerve center of a huge operation. With quite the range, too. Is there anything else we can do with this radio? Doesn't look like it. It's probably completely inoperable without the dial key. What else is here? Check the pedals. You wedge yourself under the steering wheel to get a better look. Seems like a few tools are lying around here. A hammer, a pair of pliers, a rusty wrench. They've been casually thrown there by a disorganized driver. But one odd detail does catch your eye. A piece of sandpaper that had been glued to the throttle. Sandpaper adds extra grip. Looks like the driver has glued a little sandpaper to the throttle to offer some extra grip. Sandpaper? The lieutenant repeats, a novel technique. The sandpaper would also rub off the pattern of the driver's right boot sole. Yes. He likes where this is going. Do the honors, he thinks. Connect it yourself. One of the footprints at the crime scene had an aberration. One sole was smoother than the other. Which means the missing lady driver was present at the lynching. The lieutenant's eyes light up from behind his prescription lens. I feel so good that I'm like making Kim proud, you know? So Ruby is really running a complex operation out of a lorry. At least we now know we can ask Titus about some some concrete questions about it. The movie stars are still smiling from the walls. As I have to momentarily close the door, you close the rusty old door. We definitely need to return sometime later. He nods at the lorry. We didn't get enough. That makes sense, but that's gonna have to be in the next episode. For the moment, my name's Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Elysium. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you next time.